got to get him off of them, setting screens and doing some other things.
Well, that's what allowed Portland to, yeah, we really haven't seen each one catch fire from three the way he is capable of. His book gets banged around inside.
Big is an advantage because most guys are used to guarding guys that's right-handed, and they play defense that way.
Book probing the defense, step back. This Suns team, this training staff, as Book on the drive, gets a tough left-hand heel ever to win an NCAA and 3 NBA titles, joining big game James Worth. Suns out of the timeout, lob up top, an easy pull on the bench. Cameron Payne is checked in. Book rising up from long range.
Got good looks, and he's produced, and Tobias Harris.
Book sees the angle.
87% to Devin. I think in his mind is a disappointment.
Season opening. Goes on the attack. With a Book thought about the long three, but 5 were closing out. Instead, I'm just going to take you to the cup. Okay. Hey. Shot clock at 3. Hey.
Catch the ball right there. You got it. Because right now it forces that guy to do that.
Off Jefferson. Book. Right on cue. Failing on the play. Another miss. Book sprinting ahead of the pack. Hammers it.
Confident. You can't build a skyscraper unless you build a nice foundation.
Speaking of skyscraper,
that's his foundation, right?
Yeah, he said it again yesterday. As he has been
making their life right now and making threes. I mean, they have not shot the ball well, and they're doing the Suns a favor.
Book on the little drive.
The little bitty needle wouldn't bother him.
Do snakes run?
Yeah, crawl.
Won 9 of their last 10 games. And
any continuity if you're not on the court together. I mean, it's just like offense. So the more and more they're on the court, the better they're going to be. Are they going to be a top 10 defensive team? No.
And one of those at 3. He's got a quick 5 here in this first quarter. Got a timeout coming up on the next whistle. Booker got a man on his back, and the little Williams doing an excellent job. A lot of Greg Popovich, Spurs influence in there, defensively anyway. Crowder after that block. Now he sets up.
Dre Jordan off another downhill dribble penetration. Phoenix is going to have to do a better job. I know it's easy for me to say, of keeping them at.
Luau Cabarro on the floor as well. Landry Shamet enters as well, and Booker goes to work. Booker, another big first quarter. Back again, short. Shot clock is off. Chance at the last one if they want it. The run out by Booker. The reverse is good.
Harden has gotten there. I mean, offensively, you knew what value he was going to add.
It's Bridges who finally secures it. Crowder wide open for
work in anticipation by DeAndre Ayton.
Ayton gives it to Booker, going right back to it.
To the classroom, and pretty soon we'll be
hanging out in the hallways with a pass.
Hanging out in the hallway with a pass.
And this is what's going to be important, like, because they're going to give you a steady dose of this right here. And that's what happened if Billy stayed in that corner. He made the play easier for Kyra Lewis.
Booker going to the line. A slap from behind. Phoenix has not scored over the last 3 minutes. This is their guy, though. Once he gets started and uses the window perfectly. Man, they'll find the right guy, won't they?
Yeah.
Devin Booker. That surprised me.
Wow. Yeah.
Booker sets it up for Sarge on the reverse. Now has 10 dimes. It'll be Booker. Side, Billy can't handle it. And Chris Paul took it away. On the steal, an easy one for Devin Booker. Brandon's got 15 of the last 25. Booker.
That is such a tough shot.
Makes a little flat, stays out. Booker all the way to the rack. Smart play by
Phoenix played a 7-game homestand all against Eastern teams. Booker with a float last season in Miami against the Grizzlies. Booker rises over Winslow and drills a 3. Oh, and the rebound ends up in Booker's hands. The reloaded 3 is through. Booker, Payne, Booker wide open for 3, and it's in.
They are still Devin Booker.
Back in for the Suns, drives into the seam, dishes, corner 3 at the shot.
Would have been good finishing with that left hand here tonight.
Booker on fire.
Book just across the top of the key, which is there's hot and then there's ultra hot. Book going to work on him. Goes last.
Small and big.
And stats would back it up that he pretty much can. As Book going to work inside on Trent Jr. and
going against C.J. McCollum every day in practice, going against Dame Lillard, I mean, enhances your game. And he was patient as well to get his opportunity.
On it momentarily, but the Suns eventually able to pluck it away from Lillard. Rising up, firing a three. Book goes.
When he starts to knock down the two, when he stops across half court.
Book sizing up the defender, gets right to the rack and hammers it. So he is really seeing the floor well as Booker on the drive inside gets the finish and the foul.
Oh, I got some hand. Oh, no, he didn't. He brought that out of the and one catalog right there. And Derrick Jones Jr. looked like he was doing the what?
Gets it back, rising off the baseline. Yes. Big touch in that first half. Did not score, had 7 assists. So you would expect that to change in this second half as Kaminsky sets.
It's almost like he knew the Suns would be worried about him in that scoring game. But the Suns in a high-scoring game playing very good. Phil Bridges just not allowing him to get that shot off.
Book with the young Simons on him, spins him to the baseline. Outside of tonight, Gary Trent Jr. and others have played extremely well in support of Damian Lillard as Booker just goes. Book working on Lillard, step back three on the way. Cash defend well, and they love to get out and run when they do. A lot of folks wondered where he might land, and when he gets the big payday is Book to the Charlotte turnover. Book probing, raising up, connecting.
So you're probably going to find yourself at the head seat sooner or later.
Beautiful drive by Book.
What you think? He just took that away from Mikal.
Deep three on the way. Cash. Here's Mike Biombo on the floor for Borrego's Hornets. Here's the step back from Book. He's got are able to get tickets. And you've not watched Devin Booker warm up.
It's almost like, don't even run a play for me. Just give me the ball.
Behind the back delivery to D.A. Give him the.
You got to get up and make him at least be aggressive.
Book.
That's easy.
Delicious. Book working against Monk. 1 versus 1. Wildcat versus Wildcat. Not happy about that one. Book finds a crease on the drive. Got some contact. He went yard loose. Suns with numbers. Moore up ahead to Book, who brings the boom. Drive plucked away by Bridges.
And thought he got fouled on the play.
Up ahead to Book, who drops it in. 7-0 Charlotte run after the Suns had tied it up. 110 apiece on the Booker jam. Book inside, gets the contact, finishing the. Yeah, his team's in contention. Booker leans in, draws the contact, gets the bounce, and a look for the 4-point play.
Temple on him to start the night. Booker getting the second All-Star nod of his career, replacing Anthony.
Booker's not involved. Watch.
Ooh, Booker got a free run to the rim.
A grid asset.
Booker, tough take this time, and he finishes, and he's Bulls, Levine and White accounting for the points. Booker leaning in, using the glass and drawing the. Booker at the other end, Kobe White just trying to get back. That's a tough spot. The CP3 out to Booker, the high banker. Oh, Devin Booker flying to the rim. He's got 8 in the off the backboard instead of out of bounds, so it was still in play. Booker to Johnson.
To these games for turnovers, all points.
Oh, Carter was helping out high on the
15-16 game run, taking care of the rock. As Book working off the elbow. Yeah, he has dealt with a lifetime worth of grief in those 11 months. Either team shooting the ball particularly well and sets up Booker, who brings the boom.
See you. I mean, and then finishes like that. That's a beautiful move. That is
league in three-point shooting, but a lot of that has to do with when Cat is healthy, is Book knocking down the low-scoring
not many
game
fans,
thus far.
Not many fans in the building, so you know that cold weather just seeping through the doors.
Yeah. More nice backdoor cut.
I jumped in the swimming pool in 8th grade, couldn't swim, and I thought out 7%. Okay, and it's a 1-point game.
Book off the elbow, continue.
Defensively, he finds a way to pick the ball off. The green light from 3 right now, anybody on the floor. I mean, because he shoots 50%. You can't argue with that.
Book curls down the lane, right to the rim.
Life in one NBA game.
Right. Book connecting. Book, 18-footer, got it. 16 in the quarter, 36 for the game. Out of LSU. Book turns the corner, slips inside, gets the finish, and the foul. More. On the attack, keeps coming. Give him 21 for the quarter.
On D, and if it's a game around the 100 mark, it'll be a success for both. And right now, the Suns by 1 as we approach the 3-minute mark. As Booker not scored, but he's got 6 assists. Booker all the way in, the layup.
And once Ayton came off the baseline, that was easy money for Montrez and
the Lakers over the years haven't won in this venue since 2017, but this is, up top, nice in pieces. Ayton on the loose ball, gets it up ahead. Booker lays it in. And
after getting his 4th most minutes in the loss to Book with a lob up top to D.A. Dario's season high 21 points. Book able to spin in the lane.
Yeah, he ran into D.A. and almost collapsed.
Booker with a bump, feeding into the corner, sets up Crowder. Paul on the drive, sweeps the pass outside to Booker. Who connects
in the All-Star game and made it look easy, Lamar. That's what really stood out is Booker, defended by Jones Jr., gets into the paint. Easy jumper.
So go to the hop, get into that stance, and then lift.
Booker go run in the bubble. Booker off the backdoor cut. Nice find.
Rebound for the Suns. Bridges cutting.
To make the right decision. Ennis did just that out of the pick and roll. They don't come and get him. It's his 2 points to go get.
Booker trying to go over Covington and connects.
This season, Payne tied up, swing it around. Good ball movement, sets up Crowder for the wide open look. Type of Carmelo Anthony.
Well,
Book with the drive and finish.
Yeah, and I think he realized.
Booker with 8 to shoot. Trying to go into the body of Melo. Gets the foul and the jumper.
Save it or let that ball go out of bounds. The Blazers were going to get it anyway.
Booker contested 3, rolls it in.
For Phoenix, they're able to shift their defense. It's the pick and rolls in the middle of the floor where you don't know who's coming over. So Ennis knew play to defend against.
Booker off the Crowder screen, steps into a long 3, and Devin.
So here they got Devin Booker off the ball.
55% from 3. That's been the difference. Booker, cross-court pass, Crowder. And
the cushion the Suns have built kind of takes Lillard out of the equation.
Dario with a couple of pump fakes. Energy being displayed immediately by Karis LeVert. His Book on the drive, takes it high off the wing. Team has missed is an additional wing score. Book with a little euro.
To a strong hand. I mean, that's how you look at it.
Early 78.
Extremely dangerous team in the East.
Yeah, and where those 40 points typically come from also. As Book rising up in the paint and connecting. Book working off that elbow. Booker steps up behind the stripe. And Booker goes boom. High, you could see Brogdon trying to jam Book. Feeds him up top. DA shoulder out. Book with the ball fake, gets it high off the window.
Important in the fourth quarter.
Ball cut off, finds a cutting Devin Booker, who rises up. Time running out as Booker pretty much neutralized in that first matchup. Is good matchup here. Booker going right back, but it was just a tough day with Crowder, CP3, and Book all just having one of those rare, tough shooting outings.
Brooks gets ramped up. He gets ramped up to play against star players. He wants to prove himself, and And I like that aspect about him.
At 19 yesterday, this guy down barrels towards the rim. Cut off there from former Sun Anthony Melton. And Book take beautiful one-hand rebound up ahead to Book. Probing the defense, floater, one-legged, punch it in.
No one stopped him.
Thought about the long straightaway look, but Clark closed it out. Instead, he'll work up the screen. Connects from deep. That's a reprieve there for the Suns, letting Valanciunas' Book on the drive. Takes it. Chris Paul, who had 4 steals against the Pacers, gets one there, sets up Booker, who goes boom.
Easy.
This time works off the elbow.
I say three.
Jab step 3. They're both wrong. Sets up Crowder for the three-point look. He'll take the down. Lakers as Bridges streaking down the lane, drops it off to Booker, who rises up.
I want to be in the dunk contest.
Book was able to pass, kick it out. Book sets, high arching 3, got it.
There's another example of what I mean.
Per game. Book on the drive. How about that finish? Should have been an 8. Gives it up to Payne. Quick catch, fire from Book. Cash it in. 15 pick overall by Denver. Book muscles his way inside, gets the finish.
Yeah, trying to draw that foul, not getting it.
Book head down, barrels to the basket, gets the finish, and Booker rising up from deep, collects another triple. Get the rebound on the run out. Book off the lob from Burke, just working his way inside like a layup. Chris Paul with another steal. Up ahead, Book on the finish. He's got have the playoff experience, how they do begin ramping up the intensity. You look at Miami as Book is coming out of the All-Star break. Book behind the stripe, thought about the 3. Okogie inside, drops it off to D.A.
That just shows you how much better the Suns are than the Timberwolves.
Coming into last night, as we noted, he had played well the previous 12 games. As Book able to knock down a little look, working off the 2-man game with Dario. With a jab step, sends Cat backwards. He finds Bridges. Allen gets banged around. Book inside, raising up. Second game this season that the Lakers have played without James and Davis.
Out in the lineup, they had to make an adjustment against Atlanta, but it was a little bit too late.
They lost yesterday 99-94 as the Hawks Dario had the open look for a moment, finds an even wide open shooter.
At all.
Well, and 79% of his shots this season have been threes as Wright
was off the free throw line. They should control this game.
And the Suns with the number 3 3-point handoff. Working on Kuzma on the drive, a little right hand running hook. 11. We said averaging nearly 16 as a starter. Booker operating.
Look at Bam take on the challenge of defending one of the game's best perimeter scorers, Devin Booker. Made him work for it, but
he couldn't go over the top, so goes to that off-balance left-hand shot.
Here comes Booker fading to his left, but right on the money.
So just giving you the idea of what a quality point guard like him can do, setting up your team, and then you got that guy who could.
Devin comes down with it. Booker for 3. Oh, that's string music tip, and here comes Chris Paul hitting ahead for Bridges. The lob for Booker.
Oh, and of course Jay Crowder, because I think they've got some young talent, but they needed to be surrounded by some seasoned guys. Booker.
9th win of the season. Booker against Robinson. That's mid-range magic. That was a 3rd three-point attempt tonight for Olynyk. And 1 is the call for Devin at a time. That's how you come back. Robinson had it deflected by Ayton. Another Heat turnover and a perfect lead pass for the 8th in the league in that category. Booker. Oh, he ducks inside.
Throwing him the ball there, not a great idea. Booker for 3, got it. Hasn't he?
Well, if you're making 60% of those, that's a pretty good shot.
Booker's pretty good in the mid. Reviewed, I'm sure. Booker backing in against Fournier. Tough fall away jumper is good by Devin Booker.
Can't guard him any better than
16-13. Booker for 2, good again. It's an open shot. It came off the rim hard and Phoenix got it back. Booker from the foul line. Could have missed the 3. Phoenix has the rebound. Booker.
Pick the flag back up and put it in your pocket.
Booker again. Paul blindsided Vucevic with another steal. Booker on the driving layup. 6-point game. Booker got it. Torrey Craig ahead to Booker. Okeke cuts him off, but Saric is unguarded. Booker, top of the arc three. Got it. His first three. Booker lobs it. Ayton finishes it.
Anobi through the fingertips. Booker scoops it up, fires a three.
You always have major issues trying to contain him.
Turnover, Booker to Ayton running the
like that. He's going to continue to go for it.
Crowder on the drive and dish.
28 years of age. And an Achilles injury, coming back from that, played in just 21. Rolls off the back of the iron. Booker in the paint over Van Vliet. Team draft. Marvin Bagley III as Booker lays it up. Raptors down 9. Booker the three, and he sticks.